Okay, we are now recording our session, and I want to welcome you to tonight's session. Um, Tonight's session, like you see, is for CV writing and customization. And before I can get to, or we can get to this stage in any boot camp, it means that here we've come a long way. It means we've hit a milestone. This is a big milestone for us, and it calls for celebration. So it means you are a project manager. It means you are a business analyst. It means that it's up to you to take your career to the next level. How do you want to manage your career? How do you want to manage your success? It's up to you. I didn't hold anything back. So it's up to you to know how to use it. You know, some people, you bring two people, uh, you give them 1 million each. Some people will keep their own 1 million. Some people will use their 1 million, put their 1 million in business. Some people will all of a sudden become billionaires. Some people all of a sudden go back even and become worse than what they become. So it's all about you. We have given you that capital, human capital, intensive human capital. It's not about financial capital. What you have is what generates that financial capital. It's up to you to start using it. At this point, don't say, this is just the beginning. You are now stepping out, the beginning of this journey. Start from now. Meaning that some of us that have been so tired even trying to learn, I don't understand how we are going to be tired after so much investment, after so much time, effort, we become tired. So many of us are not going to get a job with one application. So if you send one application, we are not going to say, oh, well, I've tried. There's nothing like I've tried here. It's all about the results. You must get results. That's what you need to tell yourself. That result is not negotiable. You must get it. If I meet you tomorrow, I don't want you to tell me that, Mr. Charles, I've tried. I want you to tell me, sorry, I couldn't keep in touch because I became so busy with my career. It would be better for me to hear that you start getting a lot of offer and you couldn't even come back to give testimony. Good and fine. But that I'm tired. I tried my best. You can never try your best as long as I'm concerned. As long if you're not breaking through, it can never be the best. The demand for IT professionals is just beginning to grow. So it's for you to say there is jobs. So we have to, there is one guy here in UK. It's a situation that can demoralize anybody. They are 4 of them that came to me for mentorship at that time at early stage. And one of them got job even within 2 months of our boot camp. We've not even finished the boot camp. Just within 2 months, the guy have hit a job. And not just ordinary job. British Petroleum. The other guy immediately, 2 other guys got job immediately after the boot. So that's 4 months. Then this guy didn't get job, but he didn't give up. For 2 years, the guy will already keep talking. I keep encouraging him, till finally he hit this job. This job this guy later hit is full of milk and honey. You know, he become a big business analyst in one of these local government council here in UK, and within Greater London. And this, sorry, who is this? Yeah, I'm in a meeting, please. If you want to call me back, call me back. I'm in a meeting right now. You can send me a WhatsApp message. What? I'm in a meeting. I'm not going to call you. Send me a message. So, and that is what happened. This guy got this job after 2 years of intensive, but the job he got covers everything, you know, and obviously the guy's career started thriving. So I'm not praying that he will stay up to 2 years. I'm giving you an extreme case where somebody in my booth can have to persevere, you know, in order to so you can just say, well, I can be here in UK, there's a lot of menial jobs. You can just say, well, like anything. But he's a young man who do not want to settle for less. He's a very young guy. How can he continue his career doing all sorts of menial? For how long will he be doing menial job as a graduate? You don't want that. And today is a very comfortable in his career as a business analyst. So the job is always there. The market will continue to expand. See, I'm not the only one that is into startup. There's a lot of people that are into startup. Startup is booming. IT startup is booming, meaning that more job is booming. All this IT startup, who is going to work there? All this better marketplace, do you think it's just going to be like this? It's going to expand. It's going to boom. Who's going to work there? Some people, their own startup is already booming. More is going to come, and that is it. So you don't just have to settle for less. You know, I started like all of you here. When I started, I've got background in finance. I didn't even work in finance in Nigeria before I came to UK. But I started, and today is a different ball game. I'm not looking for a job. I create job for people. I train people to get better job, and that's what I'm doing. But I didn't give up. It's not it wasn't easy starting, because it's like IT was like, who saved you here? And nobody to mentor me the way I'm mentoring you, nobody to encourage me, you know. And I have to mentor myself. I have to encourage myself. I have to keep firing. So you don't have any excuse. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. You see all this, I have to be honest with you guys. You guys didn't perform in this boot camp, but I'm just praying that you people will go out there and perform. If you continue with the attitude in this boot camp, you are not gonna go far. I'm not wishing you bad luck, but you need to change. Your site need to change. If I tell you how many projects I manage, you won't believe it. If I tell you deliverables I create in a day, you won't believe it. But some of you as a group to manage these small projects from initiate to end, you couldn't. I don't get it. But it's all over now. All the resources you need is there. is there in the course portal. All everything you need is there. And today is to provide you a CV again to help you get a job. So if you are not getting it, don't call my name, that is Mr. Charles, because I produce people who are from zero to hero. So let's look at the CVs we have here. I have two CVs templates. One is for business analysis and one is for project management. Whichever one you want, whichever strength you want, you can follow both of them. Whichever one that comes, should, with what we've done here, you should be able to do it. Okay. Start sharing my screen. Okay. This is a CV template. So, Isaac, you are not taking ownership of this CV. Are you getting me? I want a confirmation. You are not taking ownership. So, okay. In a CV, this is a project manager CV, and this is how it should be structured. So all you need to do is you come over here, you remove Isaac's name, you put your name, put your email, put your phone number, and put your location. I tailor this within your experience so that you are comfortable within everything in this CV. If you have opportunity, if a hiring manager see this CV and like you and invite you for interview, you should be able to talk. You should not be able to, because whatever we have here, capture here, you should be familiar with terms and the environment, because that's what we've done. There is no need of lying. What we've done is sellable. What we've done is scalable. The professional summary, you see, is quite brief and straight and simple, because I wanted to capture other things before we start talking about the work experience. So let's read it up. Highly motivated and result-oriented project manager, dynamic and performance-driven project manager with a proven track record of delivering enterprise projects successfully, particularly in CRM implementation and nationwide business expansion. That is what we've done and is highly scalable and sellable. Skill in managing cross-functional team, optimizing processes, and ensuring project delivery within scope, time, and budget. Apt at stakeholder management, risk mitigation, and change management. Proficient in Agile, which is Scrum and Kanban, on waterfall methodologies. Leading full project lifecycle from initiation through post-implementation. Is it not what we've done?
It is.
It is, sir.
Yes.
This is what we've done. Is it not presentable?
It's what Isaac has done.
Is it not presentable?
Yeah, absolutely.
is.
Highly presentable, sir.
Okay, then we continue. Key expertise. Enterprise software implementation, at least you've implemented enterprise application, and that is Dynamics 365. And this is number one. #1 enterprise application globally. So anywhere we find yourself, you can throw this CV. In America, Canada, Australia, UK, Nigeria, anywhere. You know, because any company that is not using CRM Dynamics is using something below Dynamics, meaning that we are on top. Project planning and execution skill are skilled in defining scope, setting milestone, resource planning and execution, stakeholder and change management. We've handle stakeholders here and we equally handle change management. Strong communication with collaborative leadership approach, risk and issue management, proactive in identifying risk, resolving blockers, and implementing mitigation strategies. These are all the things we've done. Process optimization, experience in driving efficiency, reducing costs, and scaling operation. So we optimize sales process, lead and contact management. We optimize it using CRM system. Core strengths, excellent organization and time management, strong leadership and cross-functional team coordination, strategic thinking with hands-on delivery experience, exceptional reporting and communication skill, proven ability to manage high priority projects simultaneously. Have you not managed high priority projects simultaneously? Then come to skills, tools, skills and methodology here. All the tools here will have a project management, we have MS projects, we have Jira, we have Trello, we have Asana, we have Project Labor. You should be able to talk about all this and to use them as well. If you know how to use this, you can use this as well. If you know how to use Jira, you can use Trello and Asana. And yeah, here you can equally put this collaboration. I put it is in this captured in the business analysis, but here we need to put it equally. Okay. Skills. Project lifecycle management, budgeting and forecasting, risk and issue tracking, stakeholder engagement, performance reporting, and vendor and resource management. And the methodology here, we have agile methodology. Traditionally, is waterfall. We equally discuss Prince2 as well, though we didn't use Prince2, but Prince2 is almost woven in most of the things we've done, but we should be able to talk about these three methodologies, which is still the main thing in the industry up to today. Then here we have work experience. We have projects manager at bettermarketplace.com. I put .com so that anybody who want to validate where you claim you work, once they put it online, is going to appear. We have a very good workspace. Our business is quite visible and we're proud of what we are doing. And dates. And the first projects you are presenting here, which is a very high priority project, is Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM implementation, situation, Better Marketplace needed centralized CM system to streamline sales processes and boost conversion rate. Task here, led full lifecycle implementation of Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM cell and actions here you took to deliver this project is create a robust project plan with milestone, deliverables, and resource planning. Engage stakeholders to align business requirements with CRM functionalities. Oversaw vendor engagement, contract negotiation, and system customization. Led training session and user onboarding while managing change adoption. Monitoring progress, resolve risk, and reported to executive leadership. Results. Successful implementation with 90% plus user adoption within the first month. Sales tracking and reporting improved by 50%. Enables sales growth through better lead conversion, insight, and pipeline visibility. That is the CRM project. Then another project, which is expansion to all 36 states in Nigeria. Better Marketplace sought to expand its on-demand e-commerce services nationwide. Task manage end-to-end project delivery to operational rollout, vendor onboarding, and regulatory readiness. Action, coordinated feasibility assessment in each region, evaluating logistics and legal readiness. Redesign is scalable and phase expansion plan with minimal disruption. Coordinated cross-functional team across marketing, logistics, and customer support. Developed and standardized the onboarding playbook for vendor and delivery agents. Track KPI and provided weekly status updates to executive leadership. Results. Successful launch operation in all 36 states, increased platform traffic and revenue by over 60%, built a repeatable expansion framework for future regional and international growth. So, and education and certification. I don't know your university you attended and certification, whichever one you have, you can capture them. But the one you did with me is captured here, and it can be validated anywhere, anytime. And whenever they demand reference from you, just give us a call. We'll provide you with a reference to back up your CV. We're not giving reference just to put our name. This reference is on demand. When you need it, a company needs it, because no company these days can give you a job if you can't validate all these bogus claim. And that's it. Like here, the purpose here, let's see. You see here, what I use in this work experience is what we call STAR approach. In today's work recruitment, you need to show what you are bringing to the table. More especially, this is a consultancy job. As a project manager, you're a consultant. As a business analyst, you're a consultant. No modern organization can give you a job without you showing how you can solve a problem. and what you can bring to table. And the only way to do that is to use STAR approach. You need to talk about the situation, that is the problem you are solving, and task, what they ask you to do, and action you took to solve this problem. And after solving this problem, you must show results. This result is what you are bringing to table. Not just that you solve the problem and cause more mess. You solve a problem and brought something to table. You see here 90%. This is what we call metrics. KPI, 50%. You see, these are KPIs. You show what you are bringing to the table. Within the 2 projects you handled, you were able to bring something to the table. KPIs, is capture results. That is how a CV should look like, a modern CV. And again, you see this CV, even if they run this CV through a robot, which they do these days, you find out that there is no spamming. While I break everything now, if I do this professional summary, and this professional summary, I start talking and reach like here. Even if you are passing into a robot, they will see that because you want to capture a lot of keywords. That's why it's so voluminous, and that's what we call spamming, because you want to deceive. But here you see everything is broken down. And as it breaks down, it's highly streamlined and very catchy with its itemized. So it means that everything you are capturing here has a heading, there's something you are talking about. Professional summary, you have key expertise, you have core strengths, you have tools and this. And you see, by the time the robot will scan through your CV, you must have captured all the keywords they will capture will be very high. And that's how they will rate your CV very high, because they capture a lot of keywords and their CV is not spammed with keywords in any way. And that's it. So some people you might be firing, but you find out that your CV is not even scaling through this application tracking system or recruitment tracking system they use to streamline the number of applications. So that's it. That's highly professional. And if you want to apply in somewhere like Upwork, you can equally use this, but in Upwork, there's what they call portfolios. Most of the key documentation we do throughout the projects will have them. These are portfolios you can have. So when you are supposed to be doing it and you didn't do it, then you are the one that is disqualifying yourself, or the one doing yourself. When we ask you to create any document, all the documents, if you go to this, and these are some of the documentation, like create a project charter, create stakeholder analysis. In professional work, they are not going to be asking you all this. But because you want to work as a freelancer, they are going to need some of all those things as portfolios. Key document, like stakeholder analysis documents, project charter, business case for BAs, project plan, work breakdown structure. All these key items, if you upload them in your in your free Upwork as your key portfolios, you are going to scale through. They have areas for experience. Some of this experience here, you can equally bring them to life there. So so many of you are already using Upwork. So if you have some of these people who equally knows how to use Upwork, you can do it as well. I know so many of you are, some of you are paying money, and some people within you are collecting money. Whoever is doing that should equally make sure that they capture good portfolio for you. All these our projects, if you start picking key deliverables, key documents, they are enough to build your portfolio. Okay, let's move to the next CV template. So this is for business analysis. Okay, you see professional summary, analytical, business focus, and solution driven. Result-oriented business analyst with proven success in delivering data-driven solution, optimizing business operation, and driving CRM and digital transformation initiative, and apt at gathering, analyzing, and documenting business requirements to ensure alignment between stakeholders and technical teams. Scale in both agile and waterfall methodology, supporting project lifecycle from discovery through to delivery and post-implementation. You see, in this process, you are supporting. If you go to the project manager, I say lead, you say lead because you are the project leader. In this case, you see supporting, you are supporting all this through life cycle to the end of the project, that is post-implementation. And expertise, business analysis and documentation, requirement gathering, use cases, user stories, and business case development, CRM implementation, hands-on involvement in Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM projects, stakeholder management, facilitation of workshop, conflict resolution, and managing business expectation. Process improvement, identifying and implementation of optimized workflows. Market and data analysis, KPI tracking, competitive benchmarking, and actionable reporting. End-to-end project support, business analysis across discovery, design, UAT, go live, and handover. Professional strengths, exceptional facilitation and communication skill across business and tech team, strong analytical mindset with attention to details and data integrity, skilled in identifying gap, defining solution, and supporting implementation, comfortable managing multiple current projects in fast-paced environment, hands-on experience in business transformation and digital product expansion. Tools, skills and methodologies. We have business analysis and modeling, Microsoft Visio, Lucid Chart, and Draw.io, data analysis, have a Microsoft Excel, SQL. You didn't do SQL here, but just put it to boost your CV. Project management, Jira, Trello, MS Project, and Project Labor. Collaboration, SharePoint, MS Team, FreeCamp, and Slack. Skills, requirement elicitation and documentation. These are key skills. Process mapping and gap analysis, use cases, user stories and acceptance criteria, UAT support and training documentation, stakeholder engagement and facilitation, KPI tracking and business reporting. Methodologies, Agile and Waterfall. And work experience, business analyst, data marketplace. Project 1, implementation, CRM implementation, Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM sales, situation, data marketplace needed modern CRM platform to unify customer data and streamline sales activity. That define business requirements and work with stakeholders to deliver a CRM solution aligned with business objectives. Actions, facilitated workshop to gather requirements across sales and marketing team, conducted gap analysis to identify CRM feature need versus current practice. Document functional specification and liaise with technical team for system customization. Lead user acceptance testing preparation, testing support, and created training material and user manual. Manage CRM adoption through training session and user support. And the result, improve sales tracking accuracy and centralized lead data. Increase team efficiency through automation and reporting features, and achieve 90% plus user adoption within the first month of rollout. So you see here, we're capturing KPIs and the result is always here. So you can see I use stack approach in all of them. And then the second project situation, the company aimed at better marketplace still, nationwide expansion of better marketplace to 36 states. Situation, the company aimed to scale its operation across Nigeria and needed a data-driven roadmap for sustainable growth. That's proven business analysis to support market feasibility, operational planning, and expansion strategy. Action, conducted market research and demand analysis for all 36 states. Define operational workflow and resource requirements for state-by-state onboarding. Collaborated with logistics, marketing, and vendor acquisition team to align goals. Build performance dashboard for tracking data level, KPI, and service uptake. Delivered ongoing insight to support decision-making and performance optimization, and the result is successfully expanded to all 36 states, increasing user base and vendor sign-up. Standardized onboarding and operating process. Please, if you are the one who is not on, please put yourself on mute, so it won't affecting our this when we'll be using it. Standardized onboarding and operating process across region. Supported sustainable growth through measurable data-informed decision-making. And your CV, your academics and certification, you come here, you put them, and then the one that I've handled with you, I've managed to put it here for you. Other ones you've done, I know you are in a lot of training like data analysis and the rest of them, even here and outside here. You can chalk all of them here. And when you need reference, you let us know which that's we'll be waiting for to help and provide that. So, and if you have other work experience, what I'm doing here is what I know. Work experience for those who do not have work experience at all, who I believe is enough. You know, as long as you can demonstrate and defend it, is enough to get you something. But if you have other work experience, don't keep them away. Bring them. Even if you sales, you work as a salesperson, it'd be good for some company to see your progression. You are formerly a marketer. From marketer, you become a salesperson. From a salesperson, you become a business analyst and something like that. So whatever experience, even if you are a teacher, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you have to start from somewhere, but there must be a progression of how you become whoever you are today. But this is it. Whatever you want to put in, you can equally look at this to help customize it to look good. And that's it. So you see this star approach. Most of the times, most of the jobs we are going to be even during the interview, some of the questions they are going to ask you is, tell us a situation. If you don't have any situation, what are you going to tell them? But now you have two situations already. They are going to tell you, tell us a situation, how you supported a project as a business analyst. If you don't know how to you have a situation here. And the only time you cannot tell in this particular situation I captured here, if you are one of those people that didn't really participate in this project. If you really participated in this project and they are now telling you, tell us a situation, how you supported a project as a business analyst. If you close your eyes, you start telling them the situation because you are part of the project. So you tell them the situation, they'll tell us the situation. What did you do in that situation? And what is your achievement? Most of the time, this is where the question is going to come. Situation-based questions. That's why if they see a CV situation-based, they already know you know what the market need. So that's it. If you have question, yeah, we can answer a question. Magdalene.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. So my question is, based on how we were taught that a CV or a resume should be at most 4 pages. So if we are to add...
Who taught you that?
I wouldn't want to mention him, but that was what we were taught.
You know, I don't know. I don't want Okay, whoever is telling you that, I disagree on that. So if
Okay. So if I may go on with my question, though you've partially or already answered, if we are to include other experiences, won't it be too wordy or too many pages that the recruiters will see like it's too much? I'm just asking.
if you have enough, you put everything you have. You see, you are not putting because you don't have. They want to show your experience. So me, I want to see what you have. So that is me. I've been a hiring manager, and I'm telling you, if they don't want to see anything in your CV, what are you coming to show? You're coming to show what? You know, like you see this CV I captured here. Most of the things here is bullet point, bullet. So it's not what it's not like come here to. You see, I use a lot of bullet points here. So me that is working. It depends on if you are just a fresh graduate, no experience. Well, that can be justified for you to have just 1 or 2 page. But me that will be working for more than 20 years, you want me to come and give you 1 page CV for a senior management role? It's not possible. My CV is like a textbook. If you don't like it, leave it.
Sorry,
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Charles,
you.
can I say something here?
Yeah, if you want to say something, you can raise your hand.
Okay. I just wanted to add to what Magdalene, the question she asked.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe I think there is a difference between a resume and a CV and then a cover letter. I think in a resume, it's just a summary of what you've done, and most employers would want a 1-page thing. But if an employer asks for a CV, it has to be detailed of everything you've done. It could be up to 10 pages. It could be like a textbook, like Mr. Charles have said. And then a cover letter should be 1 page also, because there are some employers that with your 1 page, a resume, they would have taken a decision if you are fit for the job and if they should invite you. If it's a CV, it has to be detailed, comprehensive.
Okay, thank
And
you.
you see
Sir,
here,
please.
you see why we don't use cover letter anymore, because you have professional summary. There's no need for any cover letter. Some companies can still be in the analog stage. Things have changed. You know, some company, if they give you opportunity to submit a CV, it's an opportunity for you to sell yourself. Don't go like if here is stated, don't spam. You know what I mean? Don't spam, don't start putting irrelevant. But as long as you are putting relevant and things, your CV is streamlined, capture all your experience. So depending on if the job they are requiring 5 years work experience, then how are you going to capture 5 years experience in one page? They'll say 1 page, and I don't listen to all those things.
Okay, sir, please, the last question I want to ask is, I think that is on this business analysis template where you said there's a place you wrote SQL and Excel that we should leave it. So I'm
Yes,
asking, what about people who
Excel, you should know Excel. You want to remove SQL, but as a business analyst, you should know how to use Excel very well.
Okay, I wouldn't want to go further. It's okay.
If you're a business analyst, you don't know how to use Excel, you're on your own.
No, I just wanted to ask for those who does not have experience, and then they let it be in the CV.
Business analyst, you go and learn it. We should even learn it before you become a business analyst. is basic. I consider that as elementary in business analysis, so I don't need to capture it when I'm training business analysts because it's elementary.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Babatunde Oluwaseyi.
Good evening, Mr. Charles, and good evening, everyone. Yes, sir. So I want to ask: will it be out of place if we had that aspect of quality control skill embedded in project management in this project management CV template? That part of quality control skill.
It's already captured monitoring and control, so you can still add it if you want to add it. But what we capture here is enough. You have most of the time have quality control manager, but monitoring and control covers all those things. Even a project plan covers all those things, because a good project plan, you use project plan to cover everything. Project planning, it covers everything.
Okay.
If you know what project plan is one document that covers everything. You manage how planning, so everything you do is from that project plan, both costing and there's a lot of things.
Okay. Now, if for instance there is an opening and many of us in this bootcamp applies and we're using this template and we are claiming we are project manager at bettermarketplace.com, wouldn't it sound somehow to the HR? How many of them will be project managers?
Well, they will choose whoever they want to choose from you, but for me, that shouldn't be a deterrent for you to stop. That is negative thinking. So, if you don't want to apply because other people are using it, then you can give other people that opportunity. Or if you have other place, you have experience, you want to use, good and fine. But people are getting job every day.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Can say we don't have it. Okay, Mr. Isaac.
Thank you, Mr. Child. I don't have a question. I just wanted to thank you, especially for bringing this part of the CV revampment here. I think when we took this boot camp, this wasn't part of the course contents, but over a period of time, you deemed it fit to bring it in, and I particularly appreciate it. And why I appreciate it is recently I was contacted for a job role, a managing director role in a new oil exploration company coming into Nigeria, and I had to revamp my CV when I was contacted to apply for that job, and I know how much I paid a professional to revamp my CV and my resume, and of course they asked for a cover letter also to be able to apply, and then we started the interview process. And seeing this here and you're giving it to us for absolutely free, I don't know if many of us know what exactly Mr. Charles has given to us. We may not know it now, but I can assure you that this is top-notch. It's top-notch knowledge. It's top-notch that your CV has just been revamped and given to you free of charge. And Mr. Charles, God bless you. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your feedback, and I really appreciate. Let me make it clear here that what we are doing here, or the purpose is not just about the money. It's about seeing so many of us transiting and living a better life. And yeah, because if we want to monetize everything we are doing, it's not gonna work. Even the boot camp is not gonna work. You know, so many of you here in boot camp in Nigeria, some of you that are here in some of our boot camp, they joined my boot camp here in UK. You know, some of them I said, okay, because we are in my boot camp in Nigeria, I'm not gonna charge you what others are paying. I collected 500 for some of them that joined. I'm not gonna mention name. They saw that other people, all of the other people in that, they paid to £2,000. But they them here because they know that joining, and so many of them agree that yes, they made a better decision by joining. I'm not saying that what we are doing here, but this is what I'm giving us for 50,000, you know, which we just increased to 70,000. I give them only business analysis here in UK. That's what it's only when some of us who are from Nigeria have started joining us, okay, because we've already witnessed project management. Okay, let me add project management. But the company I have contracts with here, I don't recruit, I don't do marketing. I have two companies, I have Hampton Cross, I have Brasnallison. They do their recruitment. It's all my own, you send me and they pay 2,000. So if we should look at it that way, it's not gonna work. And again, even the CV is not part of the agreement. So, but after training you, after mentoring you, and then when you've gone to, you do your CV, or you went somewhere to do your CV, and they didn't present it the way I want it. Like, they didn't capture it based on what we've done here very well. What is the need? So that is one of these reasons. I had a friend who worked with me as a business analyst. He later moved and struggled to get another job. She has to go and pay the CV professional. She paid £300 for a CV, and after paying £300 for a CV, she started applying and nothing is happening. She contacted me. Said, Charles, I'm struggling. I said, what is it? I said, send me a CV. She sent the CV. I said, who did this CV for you? She said she paid somebody to do that CV. I said, oh. I said, okay, I'm going to do a CV for you. And after then, the CV I did for her, one touch, she got a job as a functional consultant, Dynamics 365 functional consultant. They are paying her a ridiculous amount of money, £500 a day. And that is it. But she paid £300 for a CV that didn't get even a single call. So, if we start, how many of us can pay £300 for CV? How many of us? How many of us can pay, even those who are not in UK, they cannot pay £500 for this boot camp. You know, I'm sure. I'm not trying to say we can, but it's going to be draining for somebody who looking for a job or who want to transit, struggling to transit. So that is it. So if we start looking at monetizing everything we do here, we are not going to progress. So let's just forget about the monetary aspect of it and continue what we are doing. You know, But the main thing is that we are moving, and I'm happy for this thing. The recent development, we pray you get a job. At least that would be a big investment for us. We gave one of us is now a managing director of oil and gas company, where you are going to bring a whole lot of transformative experience and drive the company to where they're supposed to be. So I really appreciate everybody's contribution, and yeah, keep moving. We'll keep expanding. The goal is that by the time we'll have enough IT professionals and we'll put hands together, we should be able to start solving problems in Africa. African economy is backward because we don't have enough professionals to deal with the problem. We don't. It's not what the politicians can do. It's beyond politicians. This transformative, digital transformation is beyond politicians. They can't do it. I'm telling you, it's difficult for them to do it because so many of them, they don't have that literacy. They don't have that IT literacy. They are not that thing you think they are. Mind you, I have been a politician. I have been in their circle, and I was disappointed. So many of these people you see wearing agbada, doing this and that, so many of them do not have all those things that the economy need. Even so many of all these universities, they are in the wrong hands. If the university do not cross hand to the right people, the problem will still be there. As you are saying digital transformation, 90% of professors in Nigerian universities are not IT literate. It's not gonna work. Most of our brothers and sisters who came abroad to study, they are not coming back because what are they coming back to do? To do what? These are people that can bring these skills. So the only way is this. Now we're beginning to train ourselves and retrain ourselves, and then we're going to get there. So many people who are going to even come to train, they are not gonna come to train because the kind of money they will be paying here for them, so many might not be able to come to Nigeria to lecture, to train, to teach, because schools, universities might not be able to pay. They can't even pay. So whatever we are doing, let's just do whatever we can do. And that's the only way we can create these job opportunities. Looking at only one application is what the whole Nigerians are now capitalizing on, becoming billionaire. One single application, Facebook. And all the young boys in Nigeria, all the young girls in Nigeria, everybody is now in TikTok. This is 2 applications that is trying to create job. Every Nigerian want to be doing what you see everybody. But how many can we create? We don't have any of this application. We don't know how to create it. We are waiting to become consumers on everything. And that is why there is no job. There is no job because we don't know how to produce what the world needs. It's as simple as that. So, but gradual process, we start learning how to do it and we get there. Mr. Eric Dunker.
Hello, sir.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I just wanna, appreciate you what you've been doing for us. Yeah. Um, Unfortunately, I haven't been able to join business analysis for that much, and it's because after my project management, I did some transformation and things started rocking up. So it's just to say thank you very much for helping me. That's all what I want to say today.
You're welcome. You are welcome. And as you didn't participate so much in business analysis, I encourage you to go and follow it up. All the videos are there, everything is there. Why I'm always saying being so serious about business analysis is this is what will help us to solve the problem we have in Africa. After running away, we need to come back. Somebody like you ran away in Canada, we need to come back and solve this problem. And the only way we can solve this problem is business analysis. Gaps. There are so many gaps in the system that need to be digitalized and solve problems. And that is the only way we can solve problems. All the schools from primary to university level in Africa need to be smart. But none of them is smart. They are all analog. Even all my children, even the one in primary one, they all have smart application. All the assignment is in application. They tell them who applicate. So they have login. As they come, everybody log in and they are in their own different area. It's either you are doing mass shared or aid. You are in different application. Primary school, and that is where they are working. Those in secondary school, they are in different application, doing their work, homework, doing this and that. But some people in the university, they are not working with any application. Every record, if you go to all the university in Nigeria, every record is still manual. Go and look for your this thing now. You want a transcript, they will go to old file, they'll start flipping, they'll start dusting it, in this era. So that is why something is not working. If you go to all the ministries, all their file is, so how do we know these files we are seeing is what that is record, data. If you go to all the hospital, they'll start looking for your card. They will start looking for your file. Did you buy a card? Let's get it. And all these things should be in a system. The system cannot work until all these things get digitalized. And when all of them get digitalized, it will explode more work. You cannot see markets here. Every market, even though selling fruits, at times you see open market. But you saw the people selling fruit open market, all of them have this contactless they use to receive payment. So many of them, most markets here is online, even fruits, even meat, everything. Just online, they come and deliver in their house. And that's why this delivery system is working here. Everything is digitalized. If it is not digitalized, that is what is giving, that is today's business. A lot of people have good products. They will be there, their product will expire because their business lack visibility. Nobody knows you have this good product.
That's true.
So
with my, sorry to cut you, with my statistics background back home in Africa, after I finished my statistics, I tried to digitalize some of the companies, and I spoke to a lot of companies. I think I only got 2 or 3 contracts from clinics that wanted to jump from the manual to the digital, and I did some database for them. But it was very hard for me to convince them at that time. And I don't know if it's the leaders' illiteracy or I don't know what is the problem. And I think that is what is also causing us to, lag behind.
Yeah, and one other thing that is causing this is so many of these leaders, like these politicians, why some of them are not supporting this, is because digitalization will take away power away from them and give it to the people. Because everything they are going to be doing is going to be very transparent. And some of them don't want this transparency. When we have e-government system, every transaction, every money spent coming in and out, everything is transparent. So you don't, but so many of them do not want all these stuffs. So the more the digitalization, the more the transparency, and the more the transparency, the more we lose all these shackles. We start losing hold on. Some of those holding us, they will lose their grip. Just look at same small social media. Everybody will start panicking because people are now getting visibility. People can now see what is going on. People can now speak. And now they are scared. They don't want anybody to drag them to all the politicians. They don't want anybody to drag them to social media. Is it not just one application? See the way it's terrorizing all these bad people. See the way it's giving us opportunities. I'm using this because this is the only one so many of us can access. But if you come to Western world, there are so many applications we don't even hear about it, but it's working here.
Yeah, that's true.
So the oil is fast going. Oil is going away, and today's business is digitalized. All the cars we are using is digitalized. All the food today, when I took my family to train station where they travel to Nottingham for holiday from London. When we went to all this to pay train ticket, all this and that, me, I use my contactless card. My wife, she have a smart wristwatch. All she do is just put her wristwatch like this and she pay. But so many of us, we love all this, but we don't have opportunities to. So that is why digitalization, you see, like this fintech, all this e-commerce, these are what is going to give job. This better marketplace, we don't even know the value. That's why so many of us, we are begging them to come, because we do not, just like you said, you wanted to the boss, so many people are dragging feet. We don't know the value. But this is the only thing that can create this opportunity, create jobs. You can, for you to be a businessman, so many people, I know so many people, they said land, they said to get a shop. For instance, in Enugu, well, to get a shop in Enugu is like 15 million just to get a shop. That is not what you are going to sell inside the shop. That shop you are getting, how many people are even going to come to the market to see you in that shop? That 15 million you are going to use to go get a shop. If you have an e-commerce like Better Marketplace, just 1 million from that 15 million have started a business for you in Better Marketplace. And the whole world, everybody in Nigeria will have visibility of what you are selling. All you do is people will be ordering and you'll be packaging, delivery people will be sent. You don't even need to go to shop because you don't need a shop. All you just need one room in your house, call that room in your house a warehouse. Have a table where you are packaging your stuff. That is what is in China, like all these Temu, AliExpress, all of us. That is what they are doing. They are just in their house packaging all this in and sending.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of people, they are making profits, staying in their house, remove all these costs you are paying. And as you are having that shop in the market, you are paying a lot of dues in the market. Nobody knows you are there. You stay there and stay there, and then you close. All the money you spend there, you buy in a shop. So that is it. Looking at all this fintech, there's this fintech called Revolut. Revolut, all the young people here, almost all the young people in Europe is now beginning to use it. You know, it's very easy to use. For you to create an account, it's spam. You created an account, everything, everything is working. And most of the digital banks, that is where they are working. Those days before you can create an account in Barclays Bank, you can spend 1 month. They tell you bring this, just like, although so many of them have started to, like Zenith Bank. I wanted to create a business account in Zenith Bank. The kind of form they send that you have to fill, I have to use them, go and get another glass before I can be able to see what they are, you know. That in today's world, a whole Zenith Bank, a whole other banks, no, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But all this small fintech, you've created accounts, you know, and you see the profits all of them are making. In next 10 years, we forget, if all these banks, they are not serious, like First Bank and Co, they are going to be going, because the only people that are surviving them are old people like me and you. My children, they are not going to be interested in Zenith Bank, because they are going to be interested in all these new banks like OPay and Co. That you just spam, you create an account. They don't have that patience. And that is the way they were brought up. They were brought, most of them have energy. They don't have patience, because they believe that you should know that these things should work this way. So if you are not performing, they are not going to listen to you. That is where all these new generation people are. They don't lack patience. So if you have a business and you don't know what you are going to do, you are going to be going away. So, like I said, hopefully, if we start training ourselves and start retraining ourselves, we don't need to start then waiting for some of us who are here in the Western world who do not want to come back, because you don't blame them anyway, because so many of them, everybody does not have an entrepreneurial mindset or the spirit of trying to go do this and that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. I really want to say, everybody, thank you for all your participation, all your support. I know we started, we are a lot of us started, but in attendance here is just 40 people. So it means only 40 people that really understand the importance of this CV workshop and who are ready to start firing the market. And they are not, even if it's no matter the small the number, we are still, like Shay is saying, that just apply. Let me tell you, most of the time is the system that will do all this analysis. You know, the shortlisting, most of the time is the system that will do the shortlisting, not how many. In some application will have like 5,000 applications for job. You think a recruitment consultant will come and sit down and be looking which company did all of you come from and this and that. No, they are not gonna do that. They don't have that patience. You know, how much are they paying them for them to come and spend all their time trying to flip CV? They don't. They don't. So all these things is the system. So all these things we are seeing is how do we beat the system? Because recruitment is done with automated system these days. It's no longer our eyes. It's gone beyond that stage. Josephine?
Good evening, Mr. Charles. Thank you so much for today's class. It's just an eye-opener. And I want to say thank you so much for your input. I want to ask, this CV template that you used tonight, is it going to be available for us?
No, it's going to be available for me.
Oh, really?
It's created for you, not for, like I said, it's not for some of you are thinking it is for Isaac. Isaac, as a matter of fact, Isaac do not even need it again. You can say that Isaac have got a job as the managing director.
Yeah.
You know? So it's for all of us. So, but I just have to use one person's name. Or do you want me to change it to your name?
Okay. No, sir.
So all you need to do is come here, you change Isaac's name, put your own name, put your email, put your phone and this, and then you come to add more experience. Like if you have been a salesperson before you become business analyst, put that you are a salesperson. It's good for people to see your progression. But if whatever you are putting, you have to make sure that they all rhyme. Use the same pattern you use in these two work experience, like the STAR approach. Try to use them, customize whatever experience you have to align so that your CV will be in a uniform manner. Not you use a STAR approach, then you start using, you know. So that is the only thing I can say. I cannot customize for everybody. I cannot be taking one by one CV for, you know, it's not gonna be so easy for me. So, but with this, I've seen people that I send CV, they try to customize it and they kill the CV. You know, if you do not have any better thing to transform the CV to, just put your name and email and use it that way. I'm not being honest. Then you start, and one person after I've sent CV, she said she want to customize. She did a customization and sent to me to just have a look. And the CV I sent, she destroyed the CV. And then I said I wanted to know the reason. The reason being that all this expertise and this and that, she says she can't defend them. And don't get it. You can't defend that you have good communication skills. You can't defend that this, so she removed everything. Well, that is not me, because everything here I put in the CV, I tried to take time to capture it. When I was trying to capture soft skill, it took me like even more than 1 week to make sure that I treat it very well, because I know. So anything you do not capture, you do not understand, it means maybe you skip or you didn't want to have patience. It's better you have patience, understand this very well, because we are not running away. I have to say it again, I've said it before. If you think you are running away from IT, you are playing. You are playing, because there's nowhere to run to. There's no place to hide. It's better you embrace IT today or forget it. Go home and start doing farming. And even that farming, very soon, IT will come and take over farming. I'm telling you. If you think for you to be a business analyst or to be a project manager is by force. Because this is the least where you can start in becoming an IT. There's a lot you can do in IT. But if you cannot scale through this one, it's not going to happen. And if you think all these things are part of them, all these things we studied and we keep studying in Nigeria is going to help us, it's not. The only people that have chances are those in medical line, like nurse, medical doctors, and radio. But they still have to study part of IT for them to become, because IT is coming there. Most of the tools they are going to use is IT. So for you to be competitive as a medical doctor, you still need to learn a lot of IT. You need tools you need to use. But those who do not, like some of me and you who are in graduated from business faculty and the rest of it, even if you did engineering, that kind of mechanical engineering has gone. If you are thinking is you grade mechanical engineering, no way. You see the kind of car we are using today, you need to speak and the car will listen and open door. That is high level IT. What is doing that? Python, machine learning, and that is IT. So the kind of automation car you want to get, is not possible. The kind of cars they are producing now is, I don't know how to describe it. You see the kind of Teslas, the latest Teslas now, Rolls-Royce, Range Rover, you won't believe it. Mercedes, you won't believe it. So that is not that kind of mechanical engineering again. So it's high-level IT. So there is no running away, you know. And some of those courses you think you can, like mass communication, it's no longer. I think they should scrap that course, mass communication, because you that studied mass communication, you won't be able to do the crazy thing all these small boys and ladies who didn't even go to school will do in order to sell their blog. You know? So journalism is gone. Or you think you read political science, there is nothing like for you these days. Because you see medical doctors, lawyers are even doing well in the politics than you that study political science. So the only way is IT. So when you finish sleeping, you wake up, go to our course portal and continue from where you stop, because I've given everybody live access. You're not even paying again. In so many of the bootcamp here, once the time is over, it's 6 months. Once after the 6 months, you lose access. Anytime you want to come back, you need to renew your subscription. So that is it. So that is it. IT is everything, and you need to let for all these your children who are going to school. If they come back and say they give them mass comm, it's better that child stays back at home and continue to fight than they will go to university and waste 4 years and come back again and come and be chasing boot camp here and there. You know, me, I'm always here. If they come, I'll grab them with 2 hands. But I'm not a monster. Because it can be painful that after 4 years, you have to start your life afresh, start learning again. It's not supposed to be. Not only mass comm, a lot of them. So we must, the point here is that now you are being a business analyst. Before you venture in any project, you need to do cost benefit analysis. You need to do feasibility study. Start from your children. That's, you know, so many of us, we prioritize projects. you are building a house, you hire engineer. You hire this because you are building a house. You want it to be this, you hire everything. But your child want to go to university. You don't even care which course he's reading. You don't even care how he got the admission. You don't even care how he's going to, what will be after his graduation. But you building a house is now because you want to be Asad or Dogu. You build the biggest house in their village. But your child is a wreck because what they graduate from university will determine what they will do. And the child will come back and you start complaining that your child is doing Yahoo, because they were not properly channeled. They come back and they become confused. So any course your child needs to do, you need to do feasibility studies. You need to do cost-benefit analysis. You need to analyze it very well to make sure that that course is going to be viable for the next 20 years. Meaning that your child will still have something to eat for the next 20 years. Even if there is something happen, all your investment is gone, that one you build in them, they will still be able to feed. Even if you are dead, they will still be able to feed, to survive in this, our evolving society. So that is it. It's not about prayer. The highest prayer is use the wisdom God has given to you from birth. As a man, God has given us wisdom from birth, and you didn't pray for it. At times we start praying, and I wonder the kind of prayer we pray. There's something God gave us already, and we are not using it. That is that normal wisdom. Every human will have this basic wisdom. That is what God wants to give us to survive. All these applications we are building here and there, so many of the people building it, they don't go to church. Somebody like Marcus, they don't go to church, and we say, no, it's not because they belong to any society. It's because God has already given us that wisdom, that knowledge for free. So whether you pray or you don't pray, you will still be a rich man, because that is what God gave us from beginning, and He cannot take it away. So let anybody pastor telling you need to pray before you become rich is a lie. What you need to be, God has given you from birth. I don't want to go into this theological aspect of it. Let's because that is it. Maybe we'll talk about it some other time. Thank you, and I want to see success stories. I'm already available. We are my friends, my colleagues. We will continue to expand. We'll continue to grow. If we have job opportunity, we are going to be the #1 people to know about it, and the job opportunities are going to come. Because so many, why I have not gone out to tell the world about some of our products is I want it to be at the stage where I can come out and talk about what we are doing, beating my chest, and that time has come. This is the time. So that is it. That time has come for us to start telling the world what we are doing. And as we are telling the world what we are doing, opportunities is going to make boom in this our small ecosystem. So that's why I say take whatever, even if you don't get job, over time will come. You come here, you find a lot of teaching jobs for you to do. Because as the university environment in Africa is not supposed to do what they are supposed to be doing, we are going to bring our own to take over from. We are not begging them. you know, is something we are going to come out openly and be campaigning against them. And everybody will know we are saying the truth. And most of all of them here, those universities, we are seeing why they are not serious is because it's not what you are paying them, is they used to pay them salary. It's because allocation comes from government every month, whether they pay, whether they teach or they do not teach. Nobody evaluates the quality of teaching they give. That's why they keep on dispersing, selling, giving us scrap, garbage as education. You know, up to these days, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be happening. But their salary is coming every month through government is keep on giving them allocations, sponsoring all the universities, federal universities, whether they teach or they teach, they'll still pay them. And they are not put under pressure to deliver something special. But we are going to come to take away that system from them, whether they like it or not. All right. Thank you, and God bless you for choosing us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We are very grateful.
Thank you, Charles.
Sir.
Thank you very
And we are
much.
going to take it
That
up
was
from
great.
here. We are going to take it up from here.
Good. Good, good, good.
So, Mr. Isaac, please add me.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
You're welcome.
Stanley, don't worry. I'll give you
Thank you,
Isaac's number.
Mr. Charles. We appreciate.
All right. All right. I'll leave you guys.
I can't tell you how grateful I am. I'm very grateful, but it's very sad that we are ending this class because, oh my God, I'm going to miss the class.
No, we.
Class is not ending. Class is not
The
ending.
class
Stanley.
ended. The class ending.
Okay, still on.